So here I am in Brixton, my local town actually. PositiveTV's offices are in here, and tonight we're outside the local town hall where 300 people are inside there listening to Rosie Boycott talk about food, how it's currently globalised and comes from all around the world and is totally unsustainable and is just, ruining the planet. And here we're talking about how we can grow our own food here in Brixton and feed ourselves, which is just so exciting. So this is part of the Transition Town movement, which is one of the most fantastic movements that is sweeping across the globe, bringing communities together and teaching us how to grow our own food. So let's go inside, meet some of the people, let's meet Rosie Boycott and the Brixtoners. So Brixton in Transition, here we go. With Rosie Boycott in Brixton. Rosie, what are you doing in Brixton this evening?
Well, I've come here to talk to the Brixton Transition Town movement, and it's fantastic that the Transition Town movement is getting into London, because I think it's something that people have thought of as being a kind of country venture, and actually it's very, very much a city venture, and it's very much part of what I'm trying to do as the chairman of the London Food Board in terms of encouraging growing sustainability and resilience within the city, because even more, I think, than in the country, people are really not resilient in the city. I mean, you are so kind of conditioned that you can go off at any time of the day and night and go and buy something to eat in a shop or do whatever you like, and that everything's kind of just going to be on a plate for you, and that we have to start thinking of ways to alter that.
So I'm now with Tony from Food Up Front. Tony, can you tell us about Food Up Front?
OK, Food Up Front is an urban food growing network to encourage people to get started with food growing in limited spaces, such as balconies, windowsills, small front gardens, but it doesn't exclude people who have, reasonable sized gardens from joining the network. And what's really good about it, apart from the food growing, is the support network that's part of the process.
I'm Philippe Castin, and I run a community land trust called Brixton Green.
Can you tell us about Brixton Green and what that's all about?
Brixton Green has planned to develop a large piece of estate in Brixton for the benefit of the community, under the auspices of a community land trust. So the idea is to take away the speculation of the land and use the asset to develop it for the benefit of the community.
We found the lovely Will in Brixton, because you live here and you're part of Brixton in Transition.
I am, yes, I am, in all sorts of little ways. But one of the ways is that I do grow some vegetables in allotments. There aren't many allotments in Brixton. There could be lots more. There's lots of kind of land which is unused in Brixton. But I'm lucky enough to have one of the small patches where vegetables are grown.
So thank you all very much for inviting me to here tonight. I love the Transition Town movement. What I like, I suppose, so much about it is that it is the most sustainable of all the movements I think that there are, in that it's not about a top-heavy, top-down way of thinking. It's about a group of people doing their thing and making it genuinely sustainable, because it comes from the ground up. So each one is different, and each one is sorted to fit the area that they live in. And somebody said to someone, well, they don't have any food in London, all they can do is eat pigeons. So I wanted to sort of bring it up and say, that's absolute rubbish. Because in fact, all over London, in nooks and crevices and on canal banks and on tops of roofs and in small spare pieces of land, food is now being grown, and food is being grown and binding communities and reconnecting us to the magical powers of growing. It's time for talk being over and action being on, because there isn't masses of time. Thank you.
on this week's show, the Real Food Festival.
And Rosie Boycott at Transition Town, Brixton.
So tell us all about Rosie Boycott then.
The lovely Rosie Boycott came down to Brixton to talk to 350 locals who are interested in growing food. Why? Well, Rosie Boycott is working for the Mayor of London's office, trying to encourage us to grow food. And in Brixton, Transition Town were there. Transition Town is a fantastic grassroots organisation that started by Rob Hopkins in Totnes. And he's encouraging towns and communities to look beyond peak oil. It started in Totnes and it's now in 750 towns around the world. In fact, Somerset's gone into transition. So Google Transition Town and check it out and get involved.
Yeah, we totally support Transition Town. We love that network. And also we've got a report from the Real Food Festival. We went down to have a look at the Real Food Festival. You did. You got to meet Petal, the buffalo. That's apparently where buffalo mozzarella comes from. I always wondered about that. And also the Real Food Festival. It answers all sorts of questions about our food supply, where it comes from. There was a great quote that said, food should be something that your granny could recognise. I quite like that.
I love that.
Yeah, and so, and also midweek we're going to have...
Midweek we've got the Soil Association report looking at food sales, organic food sales from 2009. And I gather from that they've stayed steady, but I think there's room for growth. So go out and support organic growing food. So do that for us.
And also we're still supporting Love London, a lot of supporting this week. The Love London campaign, we want you to send videos of anything you love about London into, well, actually the best way to do it, upload it to your YouTube account and then send an email to PositiveTV telling us where we can find it. We'll put it onto our website and you can feature on PositiveTV.
And finally, to celebrate the festival season, check out our new report from Sunrise Festival and look out for us at many festivals around the UK this year.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.
So here we are today at the Real Food Festival with lovely Petal, the water buffalo. Petal apparently produces the most amazing buffalo cheese, and that's what this festival's all about. It's about real food. What's real food? Food that is produced in harmony with nature, in harmony with our livestock, in harmony with our livelihoods, I think. So it's going to be a really fascinating day. We're going to meet lots of different people and we're going to find out what is real food. So come with us and let's see who else, apart from Petal, is here.
My name's Philip Lowry and I'm the director of the Real Food Festival.
So Philip, where did the Real Food Festival begin?
Well, it began as an idea that came from Italy, really. I went to a massive event in Turin called the Salone del Gusto, which is organised by Slow Food, which is a movement I hadn't heard very much about until I went there. And it was an incredible assortment of about 1,000 producers, and they get about 180,000 visitors descending on Turin every 2 years. And I thought, wow, it was so inspiring and so magnificent. I thought, well, in the UK we have a burgeoning food culture. We're sort of finding our way back to some sort of a food culture, and I just thought this is something that could happen here.
So Philip, let's go and look around your wonderful Real Food Festival.
Come on, let's go! That has been processed as little bit as possible. I think Michael Pollan said in his book In Defence of Food, it should be food that your great-grandmother would recognise as food.
My name's Jenna and I'm from Rocket Gardens. So we're an organic nursery from Cornwall, and what we do is we supply instant growing kitchen gardens all over the UK. So we grow all the plants, start them all off, all edible, vegetable salads, herbs, fruits, and then pack them up into a box and then post them out to all of the doors. So it goes from our farm to your door in the next day.
So we're with Julia from Love Food Hate Waste, and I've seen your posters all over London and been wondering, what is that all about?
Well, Love Food Hate Waste is a national campaign to help tackle the amount of food that we end up throwing away every day in our own homes. In fact, even though we might be food lovers, we end up throwing away £10 billion worth of food every single year. And that's about £600 per family. And so there's a serious issue with food waste, and Love Food Hate Waste is all about helping us enjoy our food and waste less of it.
I'm Nick Griffin from Laverstoke Park. I'm here with Petal, the water buffalo. We're producing pure buffalo milk and a pure buffalo mozzarella. I think real food means going back to basics, going back to really what nature is looking for.
So we're with Mandy Swelldale of Swelldale Cheese. Now this is a family business, isn't it?
Yes, we've been going for 22 years now. We started, my late husband and I started the business on our farm, and slowly we've grown and grown, produced more and more cheeses over the years, and now my daughter and my son are involved in the business as well. So it is real food and it's a real family business.
Food that's not like from like a freezer, like ready-made already.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the second Real Food Festival and the Real Food Debate.
Every single school in the London Borough of Merton serve meals like this. And this isn't just a one-off worst-case photo. I have an album full of pictures of children being fed by the state, not a single piece of fruit or veg.
I think we do whatever we can. That means getting the school food situation right. It means getting the school curriculum right, so people learn a little bit about where their food comes from. So it means doing everything we can to support our farmers. At the moment, a young person would be mad to go into farming. That's wrong. We should turn that around. There are all kinds of ways in which government can help do that.